Hey everyone. I wanted to try and do something new and try and do a review. Um, this will be a work in progress. I wanted to do something new for my channel so it's not just a bunch of comic book hauls um, or trades. Um, and Go Pee Pants was kind of the one who opened that idea up. Now I've never done a review before of anything really, so this will definitely be a work in progress, and your suggestions or comments, about comments about anything that I could do for the next time to improve. Um, but yeah, the book I'm going to be reviewing is X-Woman, and I had this book. I picked it up a while ago, but I never got around to reading it. Uh, it's a one-shot, and it's written by Chris Claremont, and the artist is Milo Manara. I think that's how you say it. And I saw it in the cover. Obviously, jumped out to me first, and then I realized, well, I wonder how they would do a story of um, just the X-Woman, or the woman of the X-Men. And the story was okay. Um, he did a pretty good job at um, making a story sort of worthwhile for them, uh, for an adventure that they go on by themselves. But it just wasn't too just didn't really grasp my attention. I was kind of bored halfway through. I kind of didn't even know what was going on during one part. During the middle of the book, I was like, wait, what? I had to go back and see something if I missed it, but I didn't because it wasn't there. And but it was okay. It was all right. The art is good. It's pretty much the same. If I had to say, it's kind of like has the feel of like rough sketches that have been drawn in. Um, I feel like almost like he was sitting in a room with a female that was just posing in poses, and he was just sketching her. And you see it in a lot of the poses, even on the cover. You can see how it shows the storm, and like just the female body. A lot of the poses are even kind of laughable, because you're kind of like, wow, like why would why would she do that in that pose? Like, that's such a uncomfortable, unnatural way of moving. But it's really to show off um, the beauty of the female body, I guess. And the story and the art kind of clashed at some point. I felt that it was weird to read the story that was like there was something serious going on, but there was still um, this artsy kind of feel to the to it was too artsy for the story. Just didn't feel like it connected on both sides. But the story is that Rogue wants to go on vacation with the girls to get away from being an X-Men, and and they do, and they go to an island, and on the island they're partying and having a good time, and each of the girls meets a guy, and they're hanging out with him for the night, and Rachel Summers, who's not on the cover but she's in the book, is with them, and the guy that she ends up hanging out with um, actually takes her out and kidnaps her. And but before she goes, she sends a message to Kitty Pryde telepathically to come and save her. And it was just a quick thing, and that was it. She couldn't exactly figure out what happened. She just knew that she got something. She got like abducted or kidnapped, and she was trying to connect with her again, but couldn't. So they then go to. She ends up getting her more flashes of her from Rachel showing her where she's at and where they took her. And they end up going there to try and save her. And it's a big ambush. Everyone gets in a huge fight, and the building starts to collapse that they're in, so they start to leave. But they left Rachel there. They couldn't get Rachel because of the collapsing. They got lost. And as they're leaving, they're being followed by this kind of like military people in like helicopters shooting at them. And all of a sudden, everyone's like kind of flying away, and Rogue's holding on to Psylocke, I think, and Storm's got Kitty Pryde, or Kitty Pryde's flying. I forget. But they end up losing their powers, and they fall from the sky into a river, and then they fall down a waterfall, and this is obviously the cover, what you're seeing. As they fall off the waterfall, they're trying to find their way, and Kitty keeps getting these flashes from Rachel, so she's getting sicker though with every flash. They end up, walking through the island, and through the island, or the woods of the island, I guess. I don't know why I said it like that. And they come across some more people who are it's like a tribe, and it turns out to be that they're some god. They're all gods, so they end up kidnapping all four of the girls, and turning them into sort of like slave labor workers around the tribe. They have, I think Psylocke is washing dishes and clothes, and Rogue is babysitting, and Storm, actually, one of the gods falls in love with Storm, and Storm somehow changes his mind to let them go, and Rachel then connects with Kitty Pryde one last time to show her that what is going on. There's actually a machine that is sort of like cerebral, and it's and this woman has kidnapped Rachel Summers and Emma Frost, and has them both sitting down in this machine while she sits in the middle. And combining their powers, she'll be able to take over, to control every mutant, and also either shut off their powers and basically take their powers. So she has full control of the mutant race, and she's going to start a war. Before any of it even starts, though, before she's about to take over and they're putting them in the seats, Kitty Pryde and all of them finally get there with the help of the gods, and there's a big fight between the military of this woman who is known as the Baroness, and she has the power to cut off your power if she's like in contact with you. So kind of like Rogue, but I think hers is more like psychic. If she's looking at you, she can focus on you, and your powers will be nothing. So as she does that, it breaks the power on all of them, and all of them are free, and they get their powers back. And Rachel ends up destroying the machine. And as there's a big fight, Emma Frost is also trying to chase down the Baroness, but she gets away in kind of like a little shuttle that's in a tunnel, and it's like a little tube, and she's shooting through. It's like a pyramid, I guess, where they're at, and Kitty Pryde ends up blocking the tunnel and closing the tunnel so she can't get out, and she ends up breaking through the capsule and flying onto the ground to find all the women, the ex-women, sitting there, and they all want to fight her, and she calls them weak and pathetic, and they have no idea who she's messing with. And Storm then from the sky makes it a huge ice storm and freezes the Baroness, and they end up getting the police to come. And it's it looks like it's all over. They're talking about it on the flight back, and Rogue is very upset that their vacation turned out to be such a letdown. And towards the end, it shows that Storm then go back to the gods of the tribe, and they party with the gods. And so the whole vacation wasn't a waste after all. And I got to that point, and I was just like, oh, it's over. You can kind of see, I kind of said it really fast. I hope that wasn't too confusing, but it was confusing when I read it. And I try to say the highlights, which yet again, this is a work in progress. So, I'm sorry about that. This book was had some good points and some, but mostly bad. It was very hard to keep track with everything. But I will open it to show you some of the art and something I found in here that was pretty cool. I'll show you that first. Here it goes. It's a picture for the X-Men issue 1, and it's Gambit about to bite Rogue, the vampire. It's pretty awesome. I wish there was an actual poster of this. That'd be sweet. But yeah, you can see the art is, I mean, right here. You can see like some of the poses are just like, you could tell that they were just to show off, like the female body. And towards the end, this is the big fight where, actually, my bad, it was Psylocke who destroyed the machine. I forgot. And this is the Baroness, by the way. And she gets away. And this is that whole scene. And even here you can see she comes out. And she gets frozen on the next one, I think. So yeah, the book was alright. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. I hope you liked the review. I didn't like it too much. I felt I rushed a lot. But leave some comments about it and tell me what I can improve on and how I should the formula should be, I guess. But hope you liked it. Thanks a lot. See you guys.